crackheads and debutantes.
Watch out for Galvin. Watch out for Galvin.
Penis Gaming. Hello, chat. It's been a while. How are we all doing? How are y'all feeling? It's been a hot minute. I was on vacation. But hello. I've kept you waiting, huh? For those of you who are unaware, I spent a week out in beautiful San Jose, California. And it was a damn good time. Spent Christmas out of town for the first time in probably a few years on account of a brutal work schedule. But, we're back. Right in time for the end of the year. Technically, I got back Saturday night, wouldn't have had enough time to stream. And yesterday, I was just kind of recovering. We've got some big shit in the works. I said it in the Discord. But tonight we are finishing Metaphor. And then, failing that, if it doesn't take terribly long, I'm gonna play some Balatro Cryptid mod here on stream, because shit gets goofy in that game. Shit gets goofy in that mod. Let me get to a good song here. No, I don't want to mix. Give me a song. That works. But, yeah. First and foremost, though, hello. Also, so, well, I don't know what I'm clarifying that with an also for. Tomorrow, we are doing a New Year's special. And we are going to be... Well, I'm probably going to be doing some more Cryptid Mod Balatro tomorrow, because it's really fun. It's been on my brain. But I have a special presentation prepared, / that I've been working on, that is basically just like... Here's things that happened this year. Here's things I did this year. Here's the games I played this year. Ranked. It's gonna be good. So you best watch out for that. Okay. Game capture is working. Good, good. But yeah. I'm excited to show off some of the games I've played this year. There are some surprises, there are some that are not surprises at all. It is what it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're coming.
Okay. Goodbye, Moore. Probably for the last time.
Look.
We should be able to proceed from here. Disconnected to that old light, I suspect.
Yep.
I can feel his magla from here. When we cross, Luis will be waiting.
At last.
At last, the time's come to decide the true victor. This will be the final time we fight Luis.
I'll definitely.
We can't allow the royal magic to be used for destruction. It's up to us to stop him. So let's bring the curtain down and end this farce once and for all. Let's fucking do it. It's all been building up to this. Ready? Time to deal with him.
Yeah.
Right, let's go. Now, I think it's a safe bet to say we might be a little overtuned for this boss. OMG, it's the Star Scourge Radon arena.
I confess, I did not believe you would actually survive the gauntlet.
You call that a gauntlet?
Oh, please. Think about what you're trying to achieve. Nothing could stop us from getting to you.
I can accept that you hate injustice. Maybe we do share that. But I have to ask, Luis, why go to this extreme? Is it because you're elder? You saw your village destroyed for petty, evil reasons. Is this revenge?
I don't think it's that simple.
Revenge? Ludicrous. That would accomplish nothing.
Precisely.
An entire tribe does not become so derided to the point of genocide by authority figures alone, but by the vice of the society in which that ignorance is born. Indeed. It will be equally petty of me to take only the heads of the few familiar guilty. For my own satisfaction, no less. No. I would not repay injustice with injustice.
Then why?
I would repay it with injustice too, gods among
Into
us.
your scheme without hesitation. If not revenge, then what would compel you to such ends?
It is true that I was born in the ancient center, but I never held any fondness for it.
It's so weird seeing him without the horns. Like, I know they were fake, but like...
The Elder have long lived in hiding, clutching the truths of the world to themselves alone. A tribe of doors locked and secrets encoded. I wanted to change that isolation. And then, at long last, a man from outside the village came to visit. None other than your father, Prince.
That's...
Though royalty, he dreamed that the tribes might stand side by side as equals. And he rejected none of our village's history, however inconvenient to his worldview. I saw him with the eyes of a child. And for the first time, I felt a dream stir. Were there more idealists like him in the world outside? Was my life of hiding at an end? Under the canopy of that gloom-thick forest, all I wanted was to leave and live upon the open plains beneath a wider sky. That was all.
It's pretty simple, yeah. I get it.
As for what happened to the ancient sanctum afterwards, it is a story you've already been told.
It was set aflame and crushed beneath the church's heel. The Sanctist warrior monks and ordinary guardsmen alike, all in the palm of Forden's hand.
Neighbors and kin I'd known all my life were soon nothing but ash on the wind. Too quick to realize their own limits. I was but a child, trembling before a wall of fire.
Damn.
It was a massacre. It had nothing to do with any hate on either side.
The choice of PNG tuber may have been a bit of a misjudgment.
It was only pure injustice. A selfish act of devastation. One thought alone burned in my mind. I would never let it happen again. And so did I walk on.
It was tragic.
Thus, I choose to make this a land of eternal, perfect equality, even should it cost my life. I shall return the anxieties endowed upon this scepter, and let it be heard. To burden others with your own fears and responsibilities is cowardice. My royal magic shall craft a world where that cannot be. Such cowardice.
Sorry, that was
dies.
loud. What a lonely way of thinking.
Way to see things.
I'm gonna talk that shit.
That's what turns you so cold-blooded, eh? First I've heard of it, but... Sorry. Means we got all the more reason to kill ya.
Luis, you're not describing a nation that condemns evil. You're describing a nation that's entirely blind to it.
This lineup of the cast is pretty damn cold, even though Yufa's not visible. Oh wait, no, there she is. Never mind, I'm blind. I'm stupid as rocks. Oopsies.
In the end, I think you're still trapped. You've been stuck in that night of flames all your life. You don't trust anyone. That's why you can only imagine a world apart from you. Unless you can face that anxiety within yourself, then you're no different from everyone you've rejected.
True.
So be it. From the beginning, I have championed world order determined by power. All that remains is for me to realize my truth by burying you beneath it.
Damn. Kind of a cold
You are not
line.
the sole wielders of these lost archetypes. I am Luis,
Oh.
bearer of
Oh,
the
shit.
royal scepter. With only a thought,
Okay.
the power of kings is mine to command.
What?
That's a good what.
What? What? What?
Behold, and I will reveal the secrets
Oh,
still
fuck.
beyond you.
Oh, he's purple. Oh. Oh my god. Peak.
We decide our world's future
Holy shit.
here.
That design is raw as fuck. I don't care what anyone says.
Our land is consumed with anxiety as it has never been before. All of it, foundation for my new, better world.
He's giving FF14 Sin Eater.
You are but an audience, powerless to tread on history's stage. Let it begin.
But like in just the tastiest way possible.
Your ideal world. Here and now.
It is really good. Yeah. Hi Joshy, welcome in.
Charge!
Alright, here we go. We do this.
Now, I shall vanquish evil.
With blade in hand.
Here to vibe off of some of the horrors from playing FF16? That sounds about right.
Power of kings.
I do need to get into FF16 eventually.
For all that I believe.
Let's see. Well, sure.
Warrior! I will crush the fantasy in your heart.
She's got aggro on herself, so just Omniguard herself.
I believe. Face my wrath.
Quad wing
Run
sweep.
from your fate.
Okay.
Vitus power.
This is it!
In the name of justice.
I enjoy the game so much, but having one of the characters being, yeah, makes a lot of scenes hit much harder for a recent situation. I get you.
Warrior. Hack and slash.
Oh, power of heroes!
Oh, power of kings.
Do I have the... No, I have the... Wait, maybe. Hold on. Fully restores MP for one ally. Do I have a thing that restores MP for all allies, though? I don't think I do. That's a shame. It's nice to have a laptop with a functional keyboard, I would imagine.
No. Face me.
Let's just pop another elusive dream, I guess.
Only the strong royal soul.
Alright. Whose MP do I want to borrow? Hulkenberg, you can afford to lose some MP.
No holding back. Face my wrath. Please.
That did so little. Can view videos and streams in 60 FPS. That's huge. I'm happy for you.
For all that we strive for!
Also, thank you, Hulkenberg, for Omni Counter. I love you.
Mustn't settle for the easy way.
Uh,
I was
sure.
saving this.
Yeah.
Full as ever. I will crush this power fantasy.
Yeah, Omni Counter. Ooh, baby. Yeah, fuck it.
On you.
This feels like
No holding back!
if there's a time to use it, it should be now.
I shall fight as the noble I am. I shall vanquish evil. I'll cut you. I'll cut you. Very good. By all means, challenge me. Stake everything you have on this battle. I will face your convictions head on and crush them. This is but my first step towards my ideal world.
Hulkenberg and Stroll were MVPs of your final battle? Honestly, yeah.
Take this.
Bloodline Pierce.
Your desperation.
Thank you, Omni Counter. I love you.
Oh,
Okay.
power of
You...
heroes!
We have enough turn icons to do the thing that I want to do,
You fight well.
which is
Is not over.
get everyone's MP full restored.
This should work.
I knew you'd help. Behold.
Hulkenberg with Omni
I walk a
Counter and
royal
Stroll with a
path.
Fizz Reflect accessory. Yeah, exactly.
Let me help you. A tough one.
And this on
Let's
Heisman
try
next.
this.
My thanks.
Observe the
This on yourself.
You fight well.
And now
But this
we formation.
There is no hope for you.
Removed all buff effects. Aw, dang it. Omni counter, I love you. Oh, baby. It's almost too easy. Spend money.
I can slap or die hard. You fight well.
Strike me if you dare.
Not over.
I'll use what I must.
You fight well. Lend me your strength. This is not over.
Hey guys, man, give me some of your MP, please. There we go. Jesus Christ. Crit. Hulkenberg is putting in so much work with that counter. Truly.
Do not fear death. And yet,
Why do I feel like there's gonna be more after this? Like that was too convenient to only be phase 1. To be like the full fight, you know? Smiles,
I think we've won this.
staring at you.
so the power I have now is not enough. The Magla drawn to the royal scepter has faded more than I expected. Just as I thought. I would be a fool to underestimate you. But
And
I
a
made
fool you
decision
have been.
that day.
Oh,
Even if
fuck.
history remembers me as a destructor king, I will put an end to the injustices of this world.
He's going the nuclear option, isn't he?
What are you?
I commend you. Clearly no half measures will do. If I am to take your
Alright.
lives, I must stake my own. And all its power.
Damn, we can't get close. Tis a tremendous aura.
I have a vision, and you will interfere with it no longer. Ah, wait!
Oh. Okay. Oh.
It's his gauntlet runner.
Luis still has the royal scepter. If we let him buy time, there's no telling what he'll do.
Bloody hell! We can't even go after him.
Hop aboard.
There's no time to go back down to land and reorganize. We'll do whatever it takes to get that scepter back before the dawn.
Track his bitch ass. Hi, Neurus.
Ah, everyone! That bastard Luis took to his Skyrunner!
Yes, we know. Can you go after him?
It'd be suicide, lad. Oh, suppose it's too late to back down now.
Yeah.
Well, I was saving some reserve power for the trip home. But if we're using it here, we're using it here.
The Gauntlet Runner's nearing its limit. Even if we catch up to him, we might not have a way to get into the Caradrius. But we don't have a choice. We need to put a stop to Luis, to the destruction he would cause.
Well, chums, batten down the hatches and brace for the storm.
Let's fucking go.
Hop to it now! Get in! I'll just fire up the...
Look over there! Enemies! Ugh, of all times.
Nah.
Wait, how many
I would
are
solo
there?
them.
Where
Let me
did they
solo
all come
them.
from?
That is a
He's
good
trying to
question,
slow
though.
us down. Ain't like Luis to put off a fight, but I suppose he's too cornered to be picky anymore.
Hold on! The old girl's still barely holding together. She can't take off that quickly.
What do we do?
Your Highness, you get in the runner first. We'll buy you some time for takeoff.
Fight them together.
Fight them together. No. Even if we get the Skyrunner off the ground, it'll all be for naught if anything happens to you.
You think anything's gonna happen to me?
No need to fuss anyway. We'll just kick them around for a bit while preparations are underway. Does that work for everyone else?
Fine. Suppose I'll keep you company.
Had you not suggested it, I would have done so myself.
What else are we gonna do? Twiddle our thumbs inside while Norris does all the work?
Varus, don't let us down now.
Right. I'll get it done, damn it. Hop in, Your Highness.
I don't like this, but
Well, let's do this.
We hold the line! We must endure this.
Hulkenberg!
Omni counter, Omni counter. I do like that it does actually show them fighting with their archetypes, though. I do like that a lot.
Got it. We're powered.
I love him. Don't let him die, please.
Not good. They're going for the Sky Runner.
Not on my watch.
Don't kill any of them, please.
Let's wreck 'em.
I love all these characters too much.
What are you doing?
Sure you want to die next to me, old man? Thought you ate platypus.
Aye, it's true I don't understand you and I never will. But I know I don't hate you, boy.
Aww.
Let's go!
Aye!
God, it's so peak.
We fly!
No!
What? A noble must protect his people!
No! No. Fuck. No. Damn it, I'm gonna cry.
Finally, I've earned my title.
God.
She flies. Straight and steady.
Our kingdom is in your hands, my prince.
Fuck.
We gotta go back! Everyone, they're going to!
We can't go back now.
We have to!
Take cover in the back. You made my dreams come true. You and the rest of them. If we live, we'll meet again.
That smile. Oh my god. No.
Let's fly!
Ah. Oh my god. I'm not okay.
You've lost everything, and yet still here you stand. I must say your audacity is almost admirable. However, You rejected me, and I will not relinquish the royal scepter. Since we cannot come
In
to
the coming
terms,
scenes?
we
Oh,
can only decide
damn it.
this through battle.
However, you rejected me. You did not take me out on a first date. I wanted to go see Sonic the Hedgehog 3 in theaters. And you rejected me.
I have but one final question. Prince, do you wish to stop me? Or do you wish to be king? What is it you truly want?
I can't be king. It's the same thing.
The same thing.
You really should. It's so good.
But they are not. The king shouldered the people's pain all he could, and still his paradise never came. You need only look at the kingdom now to see that. But it hardly matters now. My ascension is complete. With my own hands, I will tear apart these lie-laced dreams and bury the past.
Oh, God.
Here ends the royal bloodline and the legacy of the archetypes. We stand on the threshold of a new dawn, a new age.
I can't listen to any more of this.
Neither can I. Let's shut this bitch ass up.
What new age? What do you know about him? All you do is destroy.
It wouldn't be an SMT game if there wasn't someone trying to fully, completely annihilate the world.
You refuse to believe in dreams. That's why you can't believe in anything that's gradual, complicated, and slow to change. All that means is that you give up on everything. You'll never beat us. You're nothing but a coward trying to escape this reality for one you made up.
The time for words has passed.
Oh, the black bars.
So be it.
Oh, God.
Such intense magla.
The quintessential force of the archetype. Is this all?
I have them all maxed, so like...
Such strength. How? It's happening so quickly.
Behold, this is the royal scepter's potential. Resist no longer. As I said, I would rather not force needless death upon you. Embrace it once more. Take your true form and become worthy of my new world. You are unfazed by the melancholy.
Oh?
Yet you thirst. Drink deep of the magma.
Oh no! Not again!
Oh.
What?
Stop! No! No!
Huh?
My obstacles are clear. The boy is no more.
Huh?
Wake up! Please! You have to wake up.
I'm crying again, chat. Yeah, that did whole ass happen. It sure fucking did. Hi?
Where? Are you awake now? I summoned you just in time. Do you remember what happened? What you've done?
I've ripped out my...
I'm frankly amazed you would go to such lengths, even to fight back against the spell. If I hadn't saved you, you really would be dead. But rest assured, we're finally safe. As for where we are far, far away from that hellish world.
Moore, you better not be a secret final boss. I'm gonna be real fucking upset if you are.
Do you remember the first time we met? I was sure you would find a clue in your journey that might reveal where in the world this place is. So I believed anyway. But I was wrong. From the start. This place is... It was never of that world to begin with. No. Maybe there's a better way to put it. This is a place that exists between reality and fantasy.
Interesting.
In other words, the world we've been living in is fantasy. The journey was all an illusion.
Huh? Am I really getting hit with the fuck? It was all a dream? Like it's fucking Biggie?
An illusion? There's nothing
What?
but despair in that world.
What?
And it will never get better. It's an endless, painful, irredeemable hell. I'd always believed that creating a utopia was possible. And if there was desire, then I thought maybe one day someone would achieve it. But I came to realize I was mistaken. In the end, a fantasy is just that. A fantasy. But all that primordial chaos only exists in that world.
No, the world of reality is...
Reality is nothing like that.
I would go as far as to say the world of reality isn't much different.
Really, it's an environment you should know quite well. You've come to know so much of it already.
Oh my god.
Through text on a page. Now, behold!
What the fuck?
Isn't this? Indeed. It's the world I wrote accounts of in my novel. Until now, you've thought this world a mere fantasy. But it's not.
What the fuck?
So the world I know is all an illusion. And the world of the novel is... reality?
Surely you already know. There is no deadly magic, no prejudice between its people. Now, all you have to do is admit that everything you've been through has been nothing but a story. Just a fantasy. Then this can be your perfect reality.
No? I don't want this. What is going on indeed? Game? You...
Your journey of revolution was just a passing dream. Let me take you back to reality, child.
What about my
What
friends?
happened to my friends?
You don't have to worry. As long as you can
I-
accept that this place is real,
I don't believe you.
everyone will be safe.
I don't fucking believe you.
That world is past
What?
any point of
Oh,
redemption.
that was the seed
Change
thing
is
disappearing.
The royal magic was supposed to be the turning point, but it was all for nothing.
Listening to your first reaction to this is giving me so much enjoyment. I'm so glad.
In the end,
But I am also wildly distressed.
they just want someone to be a sponge for their infinite anxieties. That's all. You can't blame Luis for wanting to end that cycle. How could anyone accept that they lived in a world that miserable?
That's why we were fighting to change it. I don't want to give up.
So, I don't want to give up on it.
Come on, snap out of it!
Thank you, Gallica. Hi.
What?
Her voice.
My, such disbelief on your face. But once you stop to consider it, the ideas fall apart.
Once you stop to consider that the things you're telling me, it all falls apart. The fuck are you talking about? Oh god. Excuse me. Metaphor out here smacking us with electric loops. Yeah.
Come now. Magic? Some otherworldly force capable of anything with anxiety as its fuel? A fanciful idea to sustain a fantasy world. Illusion. All of it. Those curiosities in academia, they were there because of the place's connection to true reality. And not even they could endure.
It's all really all an illusion, even magic.
You
I don't.
still don't believe me. Why is that?
I have unfinished business there.
Unfinished business.
But why? What unfinished business remains in an unwinnable battle? If I hadn't saved you, you would have died there.
I don't believe
You
you.
don't have to chase your fears and anxieties based on some misguided concept of justice. It was all illusory. And there is no shame in accepting that.
The crowd chatter going quiet really just fucking sent a chill up my back. Jesus Christ.
Reality is a monolith. Reality is unchangeable. So stay here in Utopia. In the place you loved reading about so much.
This isn't
This
a
place-
utopia.
It
Also,
isn't a
thank you
utopia.
for the redeems, Joshua. You're so right. I am sitting up from almost full shrimp position. I am stretching. And I will take a drink in a second. Also, holy fuck, this music! I'd been thinking about it for some time. Does the novel truly depict the ideal world?
You deny it? Will you deny that the world of the novel is Utopia?
I understand now. It's hard to say it, but this place is an ideal world after all. And
I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right? Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road
True.
a little easier, right?
the melody I've come to know echoes around me, rousing my spirit once more. Magic hasn't been lost.
The journey, my friends, they were as real as anything I've known.
Why won't you understand? Please, I don't want you to die.
Oh,
I can't lose anything else. Truly, I see. I understand now. I remember. I had indeed lost everything. Despite my lofty ideals, I lost everything. Academia, the woman I loved, even my only child. Reality isn't just cruel. It's cruel beyond any hope of change. That's why I had wished for someone to strike me down and end my misery.
You hoped
Whoops.
for death?
I was just kind of pressing A there.
My name
Oh!
is the Fifth. I once reigned as king.
Hi, Dad!
Or I'm half of one, to be accurate. I was born of the very magic that split the prince in twain and gave rise to you. And this place. No, it is not real.
Oh my fucking god.
Inside the book you hold, it served as your key to visiting me. This was the form of my youth, when first I entered the ancient sanctum. Perhaps it would be best to call me a discarded shadow of idealism. I once took such joy and passion from my ideals. I truly believed that I might end the strife and discrimination that plagued our people across 9 endless years. But the tremendous incomprehension and injustice that defines our world, it was more than I could bear. It broke me. And Luis, the same thing. I want to save you from that despair. I understand now that I would do this as your father.
There it is.
I could not bear to lose my child a second time. If you stay here, at least you'll be saved. Do you truly still want to leave this place and risk your life to face a reality you can't change?
Yes.
Yes.
You are on the cusp of dying at Luis's hands. Is there not proof enough that we lack the power to change reality? I can't let you throw your life away against that man.
From Guilty Gear?
I must stop you. Even if you come to hate me for it.
Oh boy.
Fantasy is a curse, sweet in seeming. And if I must save you from it, I will teach you what reality is.
Oh boy. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
I promise to travel the world someday. Is destined to be only another unfulfilled dream. Archetypes embody the power of heroes who sought to change the world. And even having mastered such power against Luis, you could accomplish nothing. I wrote all my ideals into my novel, but my love's death showed me how empty it all was. You cannot sacrifice your one life for an empty dream.
I can and I will. I have to try at least. Yeah.
Why can't you see that those ideals will only invite ruin? If no one else, you must live.
If I have to live, if everyone else dying means that I live, that's not a life I want to lead.
Beyond any utopia, you must face reality, my son.
I'm your daughter! Alright, here we go.
Come forth, royal soul. Let's fight his power. This is it. It's still up.
Holy shit!
So you would vainly struggle onward in the real world. The novel I wrote for you seems to have kindled only ideals of naivete in you. Then even my folly has come to haunt you. My mistakes poison your life. As your father, you leave me no choice. I will put an end to this madness. Why? Why don't you understand?
Doing it again.
It was in this story, in this book, where you found your ideals. Haven't you always dreamt of utopia? Why do you resist it now? Why refuse me?
Let's go.
Money.
Still here?
Why? You were my first reader. You of all people have to understand. Why? Boy. Oh! So this is what it means to truly strive toward an ideal. What irony. After I spoke of fulfilling my dream alongside you. What power to see the archetypes brought to such heights in so little time. If you go back now, your ambitions will avail you nothing. You'll only die a dog's death. What is it that drives you so?
You gave up on your hopes, but I will not.
What? You think I chose to give up? Are you this determined to cling to your beliefs? Is that truly what separates us and keeps me confined here? Such power. Can it be?
Can what be?
No matter how dire your fate, you never gave up. You surmounted every barrier, gathered and united soul after soul, and now, at last, across 3 nations, 8 tribes, and humankind, to unite heroes across such abyssal divides would require surpassing power. The king of all archetypes. Is that the role you would seize? A true king in body and soul.
Do you hear me? Your Highness!
She's okay?
Oi!
He's okay?
Wake up, Your Highness! How? Their voices reach you? Even here? It would seem your future is not yours alone to decide.
I have a fight
Have
to
a
win.
fight to win. The support and ardor of your allies. Yes. The very power that reveals paths beyond your own perspective. I see. That is whence you draw your power.
Yeah.
Neglect anxiety, and magic will lead to ruin. Even before the war of destruction, the downfall was foretold. Yet still, they met their prophesied end. Perhaps archetypes are the will of humankind of old, left to us. A plea that we learn from their failures, that we might rebuild the future ripped from them.
I have to try. I want to know how far I can go.
Fascinating. Even as you face down the gravest oppression of reality, still you persist. Still you seek the world's unknowns as precious possibility. I see. Well, if you can believe there is more to the story than the end I see, then it is yours to tell. Once you return to reality, this place will surely fade as the dream it is. I, myself, will not be spared. Unlike you, my other half is long gone. And any reunion, lost. But if I truly am the idealized soul and hope of your father, then before I fade, I entrust you with the power of my life. Not as the author more, but as your father, the king.
Damn. The city before me fades away. You know the phrase, "This is beyond my ken"? Yeah, I understood that phrase after the scene the first time I got here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm back in academia. I wrote my ideals as a fantasy novel because I believe that there is power in fantasy. Though all my story ultimately did was trail in the glories of the past, perhaps yours will show us the true power of fantasy.
Now then.
So carry on as you would. Make your final preparations. My time as Moore may be coming to an end, but I can continue to serve you in that role. This could very well be my last time here. I should ensure I leave with no regrets. This is glowing. It's a scroll containing the formula for the royal magic.
Listen here.
I finally understand it all now. This is unmistakably the formula for the royal magic invoked by the king. Small wonder it was found in this room, for I myself am the former king who wrote it, at least in part. The royal magic brought many wonders to fruition, but the essence of my spell stems from one simple wish.
That means...
The desire for guidance. One who would bring about the emergence of a hero. A seeker who would play an indispensable role in making this country rediscover the virtue it had lost.
However...
Not in my wildest fantasy could I have imagined that you, whom I thought long dead, would become that hero. Through the power of guidance, a hero emerges. Then the seeker archetype I awakened to was... After I committed the formula, I used the royal scepter to invoke the magic that would put things into motion upon my death. Once it began, those words coursed through my mind. I know not what spurred me to do so, but I wrote them all down with frantic urgency. That's why the language of a faraway land is scrawled throughout the scroll. Even now, I don't know the full significance of them. However, I can only imagine they were an essential part of reaching the true seeker I sought. In any case, that very hero appears before me now. The cogs that have been set in motion can no longer be stopped. O great hero, I entrust the future of this kingdom to you.
Now that you say it... Hello.
Can I do stuff with this? I can. I've made that already, so I don't know why I did that. I still never found any Hierophant's masks. That's a shame.
What now?
Let's see, I was ranking up Stroll's shit.
A new power to wield. Right. I could get used to this.
May as well. While I have all of these fucking items.
New ability. A new power to wield. A new ability. Right. I could get used to this. A new power to wield.
Let's go to myself, actually. Let's just unlock everything, why don't we? We can afford to. Maybe. Oh, no, we can't. Shit, alright. Can I pet the cat? Is the cat still around? Can I pet the cat? Please? One last time? Text has nearly disappeared, so it's difficult to read. Okay. No cat. I'm sad. Don't see the cat anywhere. Plateau has gone off on a journey to the place he should always have been. Oh.
Alright.
Okay. I need to save, actually.
What now?
Alright. Here we go.
Alright.
I'm ready. When you leave that door, the predicament waits you, if that's even a strong enough word. Luis transformed into a demon, and at his side, death itself. But you have already overturned your fated demise once. If you do emerge victorious and become queen, you will truly have proved your ideals correct. That fantasy is not just an empty dream, but one with the power to change the world. It seems as though my novel has outlived its usefulness. Feel free to leave the old book here. From now on, you'll be the one writing the story. Your own true tale of fantasy.
The kingdom rests in your hands now. If there is yet any value to believing in something beyond us, prove to me that fantasy has the power to color reality.
I will. Get it? Like the default protagonist name?
Onward. O king of a new dawn.
Alright.
Everyone! He's awake!
Is he alright?
Thank the stars.
Huh. Considering it was we who engaged Amata's gambit, this must be rather humorous to him.
We pulled through, thanks to Neurus. Can't believe he caught us mid-plummet on that busted Skyrunner.
Well, don't leave out highs, mate. Wouldn't have expected his wings to be so handy.
Never again.
Thanks, actual dad. Thanks, Bat Dad.
It was all so fast. I'm still a little shocked. True. It's bound to be everyone hoping the best for us below. Like what Luis did. Only the magic working in reverse. What?
Oh. Oh, we're going full final form Kefka here. The descent from the clouds and the fucking,
Why? Why do you still stand in defiance? What drives such tenacity?
Luis! The world is full of injustice. Not everything you've said is wrong, much as it hurts to admit.
Yet, you would give up because you see no other way. And no future can come from that. We may struggle with fear and anxiety, but we shape our own destiny with our own hands. I have no doubts.
Yes, you're a man who has endured tragedy. It's foolish, I know, all this talk of belief. I know well. That said, if you cast aside all belief, all that remains is to endure a slow death.
As for me, I believe things can change. I have to. Singing and believing aren't so far apart. Right?
Music is the world's first magic.
Even then, my songs touched you too. I know they did.
After I'd idealized my death more than I ever did my life, thanks to a chance encounter, everything changed for me. Now I can hope for the best, without fearing for the worst. The possibilities are endless. If you ask me, that's what magic is.
Luis, you got all these people who believe in you, because you gave them a shred of hope. And now, you want to crush that hope?
God, he's so cute.
Maybe you're the one who's scared. Deep down,
Kiss me,
you're afraid
Baz.
to admit to yourself, you're the one who's
But
on
also, I'm
now.
crying.
Luis, the fairies came to live in the Sanctum. But do you know why we chose it? The Elder Tribe. We admired the people of humanity. To make our dreams into realities, we have to trust each other. When people do that, that's what makes them so amazing. If you deny the power of trust, if you make the world a place where it can't exist, then you're just plain wrong!
Fools. These false foundations. Who in their right mind could promise such fantasies? I will never let injustice be repeated. Never again!
Oh? Feel like he's gonna look different. Oh, dear God.
His aura is entirely different. It's a magla burst. Luis is becoming a human.
Come on then! No choice now. We prove ourselves with all that we are!
Okay.
Let's go then! This is our final battle!
You damn right it is. Also, my God.
Again, the
Oh.
world must be shattered, and again it must be rebuilt anew. You will die in tribute to my ideals, Prince.
We will win this.
All
For the
right.
sake of our world.
All power of kings.
Okay, there are only 3 things I can target. There are the masks.
There is no power in your
Heroes Cry.
warrior and its ideals.
Unwavering.
For all that we strive
Proclamation.
Face me! Hellfire!
The world of old and its people shall perish.
You better be. Lend me your strength.
It is yours.
Warrior! Hack and slash!
Come! Burst forth!
I'll use what I must.
Let's go. This is it.
Okay.
Give in to anxiety.
Oh.
Now that's success! Beautiful dodge, Heisman!
I call upon royal power within!
Knight! I stand waiting.
Our new world and its ideals have no need for you.
Okay.
No holding back! Hack and slash!
Right on target. Nice one, Stroll.
There is no power in your fantasy.
Let's just get everyone healed up while we're here. May as well.
Give all power of kings.
Okay. And then Royal Slash.
The magic seed.
The area remains calm. Okay.
The inequities of the world can only be cleansed if the strong subsume the weak. Now, be a noble sacrifice. Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
What? Is he trying to swallow those people? Wait, they're puppets? I'm sensing deadly Magla in the puppets. Attack him before he swallows.
Are you prepared?
Yes! The puppet's Magla's fading!
By the swan.
Nice!
Yeah, that did break it. Alright.
Strike me if you dare.
The world of old and its people shall hellfire!
Come forth, royal soul. No, we'll do this together.
Look here!
Hack and slash!
Right on target! Nice one, Stroll!
Nice!
Our world and its ideals.
Too much, perhaps?
Need for you.
Allow me to use this.
Be free. You better be. Let's work together.
Fall!
Okay.
Finesse! Beautiful dodge, Heisman!
Warrior!
Let justice prevail. Is that all?
There is
Now
no
accept
power
your fate.
in your fantasy.
Slash!
Is there any? Let's set it up.
On your guard!
Still up?
I shall vanquish evil.
Right on target! Nice one, Stroll!
For all that we strive for. I'll run you, worthy foe.
That did nothing. Okay.
A favor, if I may.
Come forth, royal soul. Still here?
Debilitate. Okay.
I see your fate.
Finesse! Beautiful dodge, Heisman! Falkenberg!
No holding
There's
back!
several ailments slowing you down!
Hack and slash!
Right on target! Nice one, Stroll!
The world
Let justice prevail.
and its people.
Are you all right?
He needed help. My thanks.
Much thanks.
There is no
I'll use what I must.
in your fantasy.
What can I steal from you? Anything? Nope. Okay.
I won't hold back.
'Twas worth a shot.
A tough one.
I call upon royal power within.
Be not thief. Apologies. Would you finish it?
There's another mask down.
The noble I'll cut you down.
You struggle in vain. Give in to the truth. Your fantasy has no meaning whatsoever.
You know what? Fuck you. It meant something to me. Debilitate? Yeah. Again.
My strength.
Sacrifice yourself.
And a sacrifice. Okay.
Come on. This has to work.
Thank you, Gallica.
I can protect us. Falkenberg, you've got
justice
several
prevail.
elements slowing you down.
Strike me if you dare.
There is no power in your fantasy.
Let's take.
I shall vanquish evil.
Come! Oh, bolts of lightning!
The world of old and its people.
I show no mercy.
It's okay. We'll do this together.
Show them our might!
The puppet's magless fading.
Okay. Heat riser. Oh, fuck me.
Sacrifice yourself to the new.
And bringing in another sacrifice. Okay.
Falkenberg, you've got several ailments slowing you down.
Night! I stand waiting.
Face me.
I will come forth, royal soul.
Go!
The puppet's
No,
magless
warrior.
fading.
Hack and slash.
For all that we strive for! Pierce through them!
Okay. Stop heat rising, you bitch.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
Now accept your fate. Ha! Die!
Behold. Hold up. I'm all prepared.
Strike true!
I can't.
Warrior!
The puppet's magless fading.
Is it night? Is that all?
Face me. There's a better. Hang on!
Our new
won't hold back.
ideals have no need for you.
Maybe. No, we'll do this together.
Tis yours.
Yeah. Funds you debuffs.
Yourself to the new age. Warrior!
Hack and slash.
There is no
Night.
power in your
I'll run you through!
Slash!
Behold. Let's work together.
Show them our might!
our new world.
I call upon royal power within.
The puppet's magless fading.
I stand, oh power of heroes! From our provisions.
Yeah. Sure. Okay.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
I'll use what I must. I show no mercy.
Behold. We'll do this together.
Coordination is key! I shall vanquish evil.
For all that we strive for!
There is no power in your
Mustn't. I leave it to you.
Let's work together.
We'll team up!
Pull up. The puppet's necklace fading.
I feel so heavy. Stop.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
I'm not letting you eat that fucking doll.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain.
Warrior!
Let justice prevail as the point of a sword! Worthy foe after all!
Power of kings.
And its people.
Behold. Lend me your strength.
Coordination is key!
A tough one.
Now, are you prepared? I'll try to die hard!
Fuck. God damn it.
We can't let him swallow them all. Or he'll unleash devastating magic. He's building up an incredible amount of magla.
Sacrifice yourself to the new age.
That side means he's gonna heal. Attack him. Or release the puppet.
I'll run you through! They yet cling to life.
There is no power.
Then I get mandible bearing.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain.
I'm counting on you!
Still up?
I call upon royal power within!
The puppet's magla's fading.
Oh, power of heroes! This won't do. Right there! Worthy foe after all!
Sacrifice yourself
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the new age.
Do your damn thing.
That side means he's gonna heal. Attack
I'll use
him.
what I
Release
must.
the puppet.
Anger formidable indeed.
Let's buy this power.
In the name, I shall vanquish evil. Tougher than I thought.
The world
With
of
blade in hand!
and its people.
First, still standing, I see.
You think yourself a favor, if I may.
Lend me your strength.
All right, let's go!
A tough one.
Magla's fading.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my god, everyone's MP.
Yourself to the new age.
That side means he's gonna heal. Attack him, or he'll
Are
eat
you
the puppet.
prepared? Hack and slash. They die hard.
By the sworn oath of knighthood. Huh, take this! Worthy foe after
Let
all!
us eat. Mustn't settle for the easy way. This should work.
I knew you'd help. I'm all prepared.
Let me help!
Okay. Now what now? Is that it?
Perfect world.
Okay. Oh.
Not yet.
Oh. Whew. Hi, babe. Thank you. Half a year indeed. You've been supporting me the whole fucking time I've been streaming, and I'm very grateful. Mwah. Also, my god.
You will be a sacrifice. You will sustain the strong. Oh, weak one.
Did I restore my MP, or am I fucked?
His magla has gone out of control. At this rate, even a man of Luis's mental strength would lose his grip on sanity.
In the end, even he couldn't escape his own anxiety.
Then by his own logic, we've got to put him down. The weak deserve to die. The bastard's on words, yeah?
True.
If he saw a threat in our power, then let us wield it.
You can't just believe in nothing. Nobody can rely on themselves alone.
Yeah.
It's a pitiful way to live, and it's time we put an end to it.
Luis Squeaburn! Here and now, I will strike you down!
Okay, it's time to do this. Give us our final call to arms.
Biblically accurate, Luis. Yeah.
Come on, everyone. Let's go!
I'm focusing my power. I'll protect.
Please give me my MP back.
This is our last chance.
I beg of you.
This far. We have to end this here and now.
Destroyer Caradrius. My god.
Mustn't settle for the easy way.
It's peak. I don't know what to tell you. Party. Let's swap you out for
My
Yufa.
retreat for now.
I will fight with pride.
In the name of justice.
And then swap Hulkenberg out for Basilio.
I got this. The world of awesome souls, do your thing.
Shall perish.
I'll sit.
Basilio, I call upon a royal soul. Going for the weak spot.
Juna.
Behold, come forth, royal soul!
I shall vanquish evil.
I don't need MP to fucking to spam oh my god. Extreme, alright. All starts me off when I hear Reen. Yeah. An air of extreme intimidation prevents action. Beg pardon? The link has been severed? What? Huh? Oh my god, Basilio has 999 HP.
It's making it harder to fight. Just hold on.
Raging fire.
This is their weakness. Don't let
Try
us
this
down,
power.
Juna.
I'm all prepared. Maybe there's a better choice.
I have no means of restoring MP right now. Shite. Okay.
I won't hold back.
Well, Gold Rush it is.
Are you prepared? Hack and slash.
Stay. Here I go.
Beat him down, Basilio.
I shall vanquish evil. I'll cut you down.
Nice one, Stroll.
We're dealing surprisingly good damage for having no fucking MP. Ow.
Basilio, nice dodge.
Oh, awesome souls, do your thing. Don't be scared.
I'll show you. This might sting. Great job, Juna.
It's okay.
Now we're reaching something new.
Are you prepared?
You better be ready for my dealings. I've no need for you.
Hit hard.
I did quite a bit of damage. Oh, God damn it. Okay. I'll have myself take care of it, actually.
This'll do.
I owe you.
That helped.
That helped us out.
In warrior.
Stroll, they've sapped their defenses. We'll left them wide open. Let's get that new weakness. Going for the weak spot, Juna.
Let's go.
Reach something new.
And it's why? Why can you not understand my ideals?
Bro, your ideals are eugenics. High pressure? Huh? Okay. Putting that in Sans context. I'm glad.
Here I go.
It's good damage. It's also good damage. Gold Rush.
I shall fight as the... Are you prepared? I'll try you... Not done yet.
All right.
They're still breathing.
Show you hit that new weakness. Raging fire. Stubborn, hey?
A world born of fantasy. It must not be. The Clemar, a foolish people tainted with guilt, be gone from this world.
What's happening?
Huh? The link has been severed. What?
Vitus power.
Nice hit. That was perfect.
Tougher than I thought.
Okay, you better be ready.
Alright, Baz, get the last hit. Yeah! Boyfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend.
But why? Why is it still beyond me?
Oh. If he'd gotten another turn, he would have one-shot Stroll specifically. Ah, I see. Oh. Hi, Batlin.
Look! He's done it! He's finally beaten Luis!
Is that what's happening? Was that rumbling in the sky? The fucking...
I'm not dreaming this.
He did it.
Aww.
Not yet.
Oh.
I have my ideals.
Huh?
Everyone's fighting their fear and anxiety. Nobody knows for sure what's right. And even through all that, the people have declared you king!
We fight for more than justice. Show him our will against his. Show him the fall of his world.
Hold fast to your ideals! 'Tis your sworn duty as king!
You wielded the power of kings! It's time to stop following their footsteps! Now it's your turn to take your place with them!
Your fantasy is naught but lies!
Oh, he's still standing, I guess, huh?
What? What's going on?
Piss beam! Oh, this is so fucking cool. Oh. Sorry for calling it the piss beam. Whoa.
We know. Fantasy is more than an empty dream. It's a dream. With the power to change the world!
Is he gonna do the Riku Kingdom Hearts 3 thing where he plunges his Keyblade directly into the Demon Tide? Whoa! Holy shit!
Damn you!
Holy fuck! Oh my god. Peak. Unironically peak. Holy fuck. Fucking raw indeed, yeah.
That must be the Lord that governs Utopia in all worthy champions. The hero's archetype.
The king.
The king.
Ooh.
I see. At long last, fantasy has become a force that frees people from anxiety. A harbinger of change for a deadlocked reality.
I was thinking, like, this feels a little underwhelming of a finale compared to, like, other Atlas games, and then they somehow topped Satan Isle in Persona 5. Holy shit.
The people have chosen my son. With that, my tremendous gamble hath borne fruit. Thus it is that my duty here draws to a close.
And now, the novel you wrote with such passion will finally begin a new chapter.
This voice... is that...
It's that voice we've been hearing all that
Could it
time.
be?
While flames swept through the sanctum, I cast a final spell to abandon my body and survive in soul. I became an immaterial being among the fairies. I had to, so I might provide guidance to the child on his most perilous path.
The power of the archetypes. Was that your doing?
No. All I did was awaken them to it. My voice carried the words they needed to hear. That power is no great and rare treasure. It is something that might be grasped by anyone with the will to change the world. And anyone has the power to change the world. Those children proved as much. Now, that boy has grasped the courage of a warrior. All dragons who still roamed the continent have fallen by his hand. For what greater embodiment of the impossible is there than a dragon? And he now possesses the power and will to quell those forces.
I see. Then he is not so weak a child that I must hold his hand.
This game does in fact have a lot of plot twists. I will say, the reveal of Moore being the king, it was earlier, you weren't here for it, but like, fuck, it was cool.
I am truly sorry. I lost all the power I once knew. I saw the sanctum burn. And you. I lost you. Once they took our child from me, all my remaining hope went with him. And so I placed my faith in the royal magic. I believe that if this world would choose him, there would still be hope.
It was a damn good reveal, don't get me wrong.
This shall do. That boy's fight, and ours, is finally over. The people no longer need some mystic relic or some lofty magics to soothe their fears. They have found the strength to overcome it within. Provided they can turn their anxiety into strength and never stop walking toward the unknown, reality will ever change. Their world shall be one full of possibility.
This isn't about the throne anymore. It marks the beginning of a new era, led by those who are truly worthy of the people's trust.
I do really love the king's voice. It's very nice.
The appointed time now. The day is dawning on a new king's reign. And with it, my true passing. However, if I may truly end my life with pride in my boy, and my love at my side, I've no regrets.
It's been a long road to this moment, hasn't it?
It has indeed. But for our son, a new journey now begins. Heed me, all people of the kingdom. Dawn breaks, and the appointed hour hath come.
Come.
He speaks. With the announcement of our new king, everything finally ends.
I now settle the long-contested succession to the throne. They who hath gathered the most faith from their subjects amassed, they who have overcome this fierce contest. The throne's new sovereign, I now reveal. Behold, your new king of your kingdom united.
Wow. I'm playing in big head mode. Yeah.
Look, that's him, isn't it? He won!
He certainly did, love. He really did. Oh, I still can't believe it. That boy pulled it off. His Majesty, the new king.
I won't accept it! The new king is Count Luis.
Count Luis is fucking dead, bro.
You can't just crown his son after all. That's cheating, that is. Rise up, people! Riot!
Disorderly conduct will not be permitted.
Settle down. The tournament is over. Our new king has been decided, and the royal capital falls under His Majesty's rule. Threaten it, and you shall face the wrath of the crown theocracy's warrior monks.
Bloody fantastic.
mistake. They really did it.
And they sure fucking did.
Quietude descended once again upon the royal capital, and the day of the new king's coronation arrived.
Boy, coronation really crept up on us. There's a lot of people in the crowd.
Sure are.
Don't tell me you're
Hope I can do this.
After everything we survived already, stage fright should be nothing for you.
I'm not nervous.
I'm not nervous.
Why would I ever be nervous?
Should have known. Fearless as always. Don't get too complacent out there, though.
Your newfound dignity suits you well, Your Highness. Ah, but I suppose you have outgrown that title. Your Majesty. Yes, that too suits you well.
Thank you, Hulkenberg. Your Majesty, I hope I can live up to that title.
By the way, saw some of them Senate fat cats hovering about, acting like they've been supporting us from the start, of course. Always on the winning side, eh?
Better than the alternative, no? Especially since we've got some Luis diehards among the people.
I hear that many are concerned about his proficiency with statecraft. To be honest, I'm not so sure myself.
And their concern is justified. It's not as though I swayed the entire kingdom to my idealistic views.
Juna will stand as moderator at the podium. His Majesty will only be asked for a few brief answers. First, the people would know how you aim to lead them. How will you respond to that, Your Majesty?
We can change the
We have
world.
the power to change the world. All of us. I know I'm inexperienced, but I'll strive to do my utmost. With all of you at my side.
That's fine. The people have about had it with pompous monologues. Better to say what you mean with determination.
Still, there are a lot of people in the crowd who have never supported you. How are you going to respond to them?
I'll let my work prove my words.
I'll have to let my work prove my words. With results, I hope everyone can feel that our future will be brighter.
You went from a nobody to the top seat in the nation. No need to puff up and bluster anymore, what? You'll do fine.
Thanks, Neros.
A ruler must only stand tall. The rest is not done alone. We are with you.
Indeed. And we're no strangers to more practical work. Whatever our tasks.
I just noticed that Maria's there too. And you know what? Good for her. I'm happy if she's here.
Well, it's time to make your first appearance as our king. Let us brace ourselves.
Good luck.
Thanks for always having my back.
Thanks for always having my back.
Well, let's go. To His Majesty, the new king.
All right, a warm welcome, please. His Majesty, the new king.
Yeah. Woo!
Your Majesty, you're so young.
Please. My king, your subjects would hear how you intend to lead them.
Relax, okay? Take it easy and use your own words.
As a ruler, I've much to learn. I cannot say what I'll accomplish. And yet, I believe the world can change by our hand. And to that end, I will face any odds.
Now, Your Majesty, a few more words. Naturally, some under your rule now supported other people in the race. How do you respond to their voices?
There will be times I let you down. I know that. Only results can prove my intent. But still, even should you oppose your king, you can always believe in your own future. I will make sure of it!
A nation where dreams and fantasies are always in reach. Will surely be a challenge.
We'll make it happen.
There you go. If you can pull that off, you'll be the finest king we've known. Well then, this is it. Your attention, please.
Oh.
No lord remains for you to kneel before. Please take the crown with your own hands, my king.
I love this.
Long have I awaited the arrival of this day. This journey has reached its end. He came to know the goodness of a hero's heart, and became the king his people had always hoped for. But as this journey ends, so another begins.
Oh?
I'd like you to watch over him on his path for a little longer yet.
Oh?
1 year has passed since the arrival of the new king.
Ooh. We're getting some, like, actual, like, long-term effect.
Hey, heard the news? They're finally reopening that mage academy.
Ooh.
Down.
You don't say. A famous one deep in the Montario Mountains. Really? I'm impressed. It only took them a year.
They've even paved a proper mountain road. And get this.
Oh, I'm so happy for Juna.
None other than Lady Juna.
Good for her.
What? The songstress?
Well, she is one of the king's 6 partisans. If she managed to save the world from Luis, I expect she knows a thing or two about magic.
True.
Sounds like they plan to fully open the magic researchers' findings to the people, too. Quite a turn from when the late Sanctifex banned it.
Makes sense to me. After the clash between His Majesty and Luis last year, everyone knows you don't really need an igniter to use magic.
And that's just today's news. It's surprise after surprise, ever since us church folk got the boot from the palace.
Hard to believe it's already been a full year. Only natural that there would still be unrest among the people.
Even the royal knights. Their leadership was bound to the church more than anything. And now he's out on his ear too. And replaced by some
Yeah!
no less.
He's head of the fucking night ship. Oh, I'm so glad.
You believe that? The royal knights, led by a Uchief of all things. Though he's one of the 6
Don't be
partisans
racist.
himself. When he speaks, everyone listens. No one's about to complain.
True.
Even Parliament now invites citizen representatives to hearings. Strange to think we'd been deaf to the voice of the people until now. It's unbelievable, compared to the days of the autocrats. How swiftly the times change, eh?
Credit where it's due. I think it's thanks to his young majesty. Remember last year's coronation? Unprecedented, that. Saw heroes of all different tribes celebrating the king's victory. Celebrating among the common folk, even. They tell me some of the younger aristocrats have taken to calling it the Great Reconciliation. It really is a tragedy, what happened to his father, the king. But considering how his sons turned out, I hope he's at peace.
Indeed. Yet the real test is still to come. The first year has seen a lot of good, but we've still got our share of problems.
People are smiling more now, but smiles won't solve the multitude of problems we still face.
Speaking of his majesty, I've also heard some folks say he's a boy wandering around these parts who looks just like him. You don't suppose?
Ah, can't be. Without his escorts? Besides, what business would a king have in this place?
Suppose you're right.
God. I love this fucking game. Oh, I love her outfit! Oh, that's so good!
How many days will this take to sort?
Oh, and High Space too!
And somehow you're now the preeminent ladyship of your house. Such is fate.
Oh my god.
Despite everything, this year has passed in surprising peace, hasn't it?
Show me the robe, show me the robe. I wanna see the drip.
I feared more dissent.
Perhaps after Luis, they swore they could never let that happen again. Either way, more and more are dealing with conflicts calmly and openly. Promising.
Oh, that's such a good look.
Galaga! I brought in the next load.
God.
And there we go. Not half bad, right? Hey, isn't the king supposed to be here?
When did he? Countless times not to leave unannounced.
All this decoration doesn't suit me. How would Luis and Fawn put up with all
Yes! Show me the boy, show me the boy. Ooh! Oh, they both look so fucking good. Oh, I love Juna's little witch hat. Oh my god.
Oh, good grief. Some things never change.
Oh my god.
I'd say life has changed plenty for us. Yet somehow our captains, same as he ever was.
Oh, I love this game.
Well, I might have got a bit too fresh with them stuck-up Sanctists, but those bloody church folk been looking down on us for years, you know? Still, it was other Sanctists what stepped in to keep things peaceable too. I reckon they're not all bad. Guess me cogs turning. They lost both their Santifex and the Saint Lady last year. Got their own struggles, I expect.
I do love that, like, they're just like, where the fuck did where did our monarch go? And we're just sitting in a restaurant we used to frequent, talking to someone who's drunk off his ass. As authority weakens, power falls to the hands of those who have never wielded it. We must ensure it does not corrupt and give rise to new conflict.
Not like it excuses all of them, or makes me want to go up and shake a saint's hand, but you really put some perspective on it.
It was good talking to you.
It was good talking to you, too.
You know what, lad? You're all right. You wanna do some good honest work? I'll get you squared, eh?
I'm glad to see more optimism in the world. Still, it will take more than that to effect true change.
I should have known you'd be wandering around without your escorts again. How is it, being able to hear the city's honest thoughts?
Hi, Fabian.
If you told them you're the king, it'd knock them sideways. Sorry you ended up coming all this way. Maria's actually out on an errand right now.
And I suppose I'll wait until she comes back.
You sure? That girl always ends up on detours. No telling how long she'll be. Either way, let's keep your head down. You know what happens when you're too obvious about this. Sooner or later, the lady captain of the Royal Guard...
Oh, there you are. I knew we'd find you here, for crying out loud.
Speak of the devil.
So you
Oh, I love her outfit so much. It's so fucking good.
Speak of the devil.
Just return, Your Majesty. And I thought I had informed you that Juno would be back from her expedition today.
Suppose I have no choice.
Suppose I have no choice.
What is it? You have unfinished business. 'Tis settled. I shall come with you on every excursion.
Not dressed like that, you won't. You know how we like snooping around, inconspicuously.
Point taken.
Yep.
He'll be fine. His Majesty is not about to fall prey to some alleyway scoundrel, surely. Right, Your Majesty. If you see Maria about, do slow down for a chat. She'll be shattered if she finds out she just missed you.
Aww.
Fine. Now, Your Majesty, once your business here is finished, please make sure you return to the palace with all swiftness.
Now, as for Basilio, we haven't seen him yet. Maria, where are you? Reminds me of the first time Maria went missing. It seems so long ago now. She might be praying in the Grand Cathedral, just like back then. Before heading out, why don't you go talk to everyone else first? They're on the royal capital to prepare for the new year, so let's find them. Hi, Hulkenberg. When you've finished your business outside the palace, please promise me you'll return to resume your duties, Your Majesty. If you take this as my pressuring you to not to venture out, that's not at all. Only that as captain of the Royal Guard, I must know your whereabouts at all times. Wow, the formality. Well, that is... Think of your station. How else would the Knights Captain address the land's king? To be overfamiliar would set a poor example. Imagine the scandalized faces of the rank-and-file guard.
Of course.
That said, not a day goes by that I don't reflect on our travels, now only a year past. I owe regaining my pride as a knight to that journey. I was but a wanderer searching in vain for the prince, and it was through you I learned that she yet lived. And in the end, it was your ascent to the throne I supported.
And so...
I never tire of the faces the younger guards make when I tell them of the time you acted as witness to my duel. Brings back memories. Not only of my duel with Rodanth, but the journey we undertook. You were the reason I could endure the fight to the end. I'm pleased to say the knights of today are nothing like what they were under Rodanth's command. Soldiers take up their sword not for those in power, but for the people. And as the champion of the people yourself, we will do all in our power to protect you, our queen.
Well...
You don't make it easy by sneaking out of the palace as you do. Though I suspect the soldiers are getting used to your chaotic tendencies. They know they protect not just a king, but a ruler who stands beside her people and hears their voices in clarion truth. I will protect you with my life, as I have always endeavored to do, Your Majesty. Only let me stay by your side to do so.
What do you want to do?
Well... We have so many people we can talk to. Oh my god. Alright, let's go head up Stroll. Let's just go down the list.
Hey.
Skulking about in the city again, are we? Which is to say, Hulkenberg is on the hunt. The classic game of cat and mouse, though who is which I dare not say. It's been a year since you ascended the throne, but it's like you've hardly changed. I could say the same for you. That's Lord or General Stroll, Your Majesty. I'll never get used to such titles. I really should take a page from Juna's book. She has a gift for delegating, like she was born to do so. Not that I can talk. I actually came out for a bit of a breather myself. You know, I see now that even those at the top have their struggles, a little too clearly. A general's duties feel overwhelming at times. There are lives hanging in the balance. I recognize the weight of every decision I make, and I do find satisfaction in protecting those lives.
Hey.
Remember our first meeting back at the recruitment center? I, a fallen noble with nothing to my name, and you, a struggling elder traveler. Back then, my only goal was getting ahead. My people were little more than an afterthought. If I hadn't met you, I'd have never realized the truth about my fortune, my father's intentions, and I certainly couldn't have saved the Hallions.
Thank you.
I owe seeing the joy in their faces to you. I think I've said it before, but again, thank you. Give yourself some credit, too.
No.
I'd still owe any credit I could take to you for showing me the way. They live stable, peaceful lives, thanks to you.
Hey.
You've a whole country on your shoulders now. The road ahead will be full of challenges we can't possibly foresee. Show me the way, and I'll blaze the trail. Now and always. It's my role as a warrior to be the vanguard.
That's why.
Our titles may have changed, but I'd like to think our friendship is steadfast as ever. Don't hesitate to rely on me, now and always. There's another one right here. OMG, Katharina. Oh, well, if it ain't the big girl herself. Good timing, mate. Just got back into town myself. Long time no see. Ain't it, Ben? I've been out travelling since I took the reins on the Seekers recon team. Hard to believe it's been half a year. And crazy doesn't begin to describe what's beyond the sea. The sights, the magic, everything's so fantastic I'm already itching to get back out there. Well, I'm not especially keen on dodging the bloody cannonballs when my ship gets too close. Lots of tension out there, but what country isn't a little tense? Everything from the customs to the way they think is so different, my head spins. Makes all the tribal bickering seem right dull if I can speak my mind. But this country's changing for the better. Glad I turned over the throne to you. Appreciate it.
Hold on.
Oh, come on, I'm just roasting ya. After we knocked heads, I knew I could trust you with making the lives of us Parapus better than they was. All my cohort have found jobs, and some of them even picked up new skills from being out at sea so long. Don't you worry your queenly head. I'll have it all whipped up in a report for you. Do something proper queenish with it, yeah? Oh my god. Hi, Esme. Dad? Everything is different now. I love that he's standing on a barrel and oh my god, his what? Oh my god! Is this the fucking bakery? Oh, I'm emotional. Well, well, I see our queen is out on some personal business, eh? I believe Hulkenberg was searching for you, but I suppose it's none of my business who comes or goes. I'm on break myself. Only try not to frustrate your royal guards over much, They all take their duties quite seriously, much like their captain. Bah, who am I kidding? A knight who smiles is surely a myth. That's become clear to me since becoming titled. What could be more bizarre? A U-Chief outcast, once a wanted criminal with a bounty on his head, made a knight commander. There was, of course, some opposition at first, but the more heart-to-heart talks I've had, the more accepting they've become, albeit gradually. Times are changing.
True.
Indeed, grand titles and posts across the nation are held by all manner of tribes now, each contributing with their respective strengths. I realized over the past year that that just how much a nation is defined by its people. No matter how great a queen, she alone does not a country make. Yet she stands for those very people as symbol and representative. That the queen and those around her are of mixed tribes, it has already caused a great shift in sentiment, even for those in the rural villages. How's Tadari?
You mention it.
Yes.
He seems as busy as he can handle now that they've resumed trade with other villages. Your coronation inspired that village to greater heights, to prove that barriers can be broken, and that even they could take the first step. New winds are blowing in every corner of this country. I'll have to make another trip back home with my son to see the changes for myself soon enough. And someday I hope distant generations will grow up only knowing conflict born of tribal differences from history books.
We shall.
We've a ways to go before that day comes, but until it does, let us forge the path toward it, Your Majesty. Baz! Hey, out inspecting again. Seems the right pain to me, but I appreciate you going to all the effort. All's well, I take it?
Hey.
Wish I had something to report, but I don't. I guess that's what happens when you make a guy like me captain of the trade. Thradian Brigade. Bit of a mouthful, innit? Still not used to calling myself a captain, besides. We've even taken in some survivors from Luis's troops, you know, but don't you worry. Got 2 eyes on him even when I ain't looking. Where I see it, they weren't the ones trying to make the world worse. I just gotta show them how power is supposed to be used, yeah? We owe it to you that there's less discrimination in the city these days. Fewer and fewer are turning to a life of crime to make ends meet. If Del could see Gran Tran today, his eyes would bug out. Not just Del, a lot of the guys who didn't make it. Think,
Yeah.
You remember him? Those damned experiments trapped him in a vengeance he couldn't see past. But I feel like even he might smile seeing what I'm up to now. We built this peace with a lot of blood and tears, so I say those of us who made it this far owe it to all of them, but didn't to protect it. Maybe I've got nothing to report today, but it's not like it's bad people just stop being bad because you're queen now.
Thank you.
You've been through a lot though, so thanks for not giving up on us, or the world for that matter. You spot any trouble I didn't spot first, you just point me at it. I'll solve it quick like. Thanks, Baz. I'm sad that this isn't your bakery though. I want you to have that, like, more than anything.
Pleasure to see you.
Why, hello, Your Majesty. It's only been a year since your coronation, but I see you've become quite apt at sneaking away from your palatial duties. Under constant fire from knaves of all trades, con artists and critics alike, your opening act has been rather tumultuous, no? It's been tough going. Quite right. Your critics are loud and open with their barbs, but plenty more have put their faith in you. Besides, most of those agitators are the kind of scum that stirs the pots in hope, the pot in hopes that they might benefit from the country's turmoil. Nothing I couldn't handle, of course. All in a day's work for the Royal Adjutant to the Citizens' Council. Quite an ally I've made, I should hope. I wonder if my mother would be the slightest bit proud to see who I've become. That I'm doing my damnedest to use my talents for good, as I always should have. I'm sure she would.
Yes.
I hope so. I was such a problem child. I'd like to make this country where honest folks like my mother can be happy.
Now that you mention it.
Ah, that reminds me. Do you remember Dataram, my hometown's landowner? He told me to send you his regards. He has since confessed his crimes and is awaiting trial. You were the one who awakened his conscience. It makes sense, doesn't it? You've proven your ideals to be true. That's why the country is doing so well. There's nothing more to it. I'm hardly qualified to speak of pride, but if this country has one, it's you. And I'm proud to be among its people. Perhaps under your rule, the day will come that even we Nidia can walk about freely in our true forms. Ah, you're curious what I look like in my true form. I'd be happy to oblige, but let's save that for another time, shall we? God. Love them. Love his crazy ass.
My king.
Let's go talk to Juna now. I still love her little witch hat. Like, oh my god.
My king.
Oh, there you are, cat girl. Heard you were in town, so I decided to see if we might cross paths. I have so much to tell you about my inspection, so I'm afraid you'll need to clear your diary for me soon. Bring any souvenirs?
Gosh.
Let's just focus on the report. Don't worry, I'll give you just the gist. Firstly, the Mage Academy's reconstruction is going swimmingly. Repairs are in full swing and we're already processing admissions. Excuse me. I must say, I'm still surprised you appointed me, of all people, to be the Academy's headmistress. I was rather looking forward to going back on tour as a songstress. Oh, and shall I introduce you to my furry little friend? I scooped him up in the Academy, of all places. During the reconstruction, they stumbled on the little guy in some kind of observatory, supposedly used by a king long ago. Considering the igniter around his neck, I'm sure he was being taken care of. I mean, there's no way a cat could survive alone in that cold, could he? It's Plateau! Oh my god! Regardless, our mysterious kitty is only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the Academy. All that knowledge was lost when it fell, so we're starting from scratch. May even be hiding secrets as big as the Dragon Temple or the Sanctum. Oh, and I'm keeping the cat. Feels like fate, you know?
Speaking of which...
And speaking of fate, on my way back I met up with Meritus. She's well, I trust?
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
More than well. Her throat has been fine and she's a fairly prominent singer about town now. We both just keep soaring to new heights. Her in music, and me coming face to face with magic again.
Hey!
Sure you remember, music was the first magic born in this world, yes? When the heart expresses itself through music, it moves the hearts of others. And when they make hearts swell, why, there's no end to the magic. So just you watch. With music and magic at my side, I'm going to change the world. All will have equal opportunity to hone their talents at the Mage Academy. Our doors are open to all. That's what my sister would have wanted, and if it makes the world a better place, why, isn't that just grand?
Magic.
Rella taught me that magic is more than a tool. It's in all of us, deep in our hearts. I love that, Juna. I'm so glad you found a Yeah! Whoops, wrong button.
Wait a sec.
Isn't that the cat from Academia? If that place was made of magic, how's it here in real life? To say nothing of how he could have survived in a deserted ruin buried in the snow. That shouldn't be possible, right? I just think he's cute.
That's a good kitty.
Normal.
That's a good kitty.
Doesn't bother you at all? You sure are something else. If memory serves, the last king did build himself a study in that Mage Academy. Do you think Academia was styled after that, maybe? I wonder what His Majesty more felt when he put his little guy in Academia. Meow. Cat tends to himself quietly, utterly impartial to us. I do love seeing that, like, some of the town layout appears to have already changed. Near us, my goat. Ho! What brings Her Royal Majesty here? Come to feel the wind on your face too, have you? I know how it is. I have the fancy old title of Chief Engineer of the Kingdom Infrastructure Development Bureau, and can research as I please now. But something's missing. So I threw off that stuffy old uniform and came to gaze upon the runner, in the way I do. I know how you feel. I knew you'd agree. I think my bones are aching to feel the wind. Rather miss the days of dashing hither and thither in the runner. Not that I'm ungrateful for the gracious title you've given to a man who used to skulk about modifying gauntlet runners. You haven't seen anything yet. Why, one day I'll invent a teleportation device that will deliver fresh fish straight from Oceania to your palatial plates. It would change the world, wouldn't you say? I'm just a bit stuck at the beginning on the development. And it's times like this that I need stimulation of the mind. You have anything that might do the trick? Do I smell another relic hunt? Don't pretend you didn't enjoy it. Every time you'd pop back in with one, I remember how I could hardly contain my excitement. I do so miss traveling like that. Even if the relics themselves were better off left untouched, they've become the guiding principles of my research, you know. Convenience is important, but one must consider safety and the effects it might have on the world. An engineer dumps a burden on future generations as no engineer at all. Still, it's no small feat to design with a perfect balance of safe and revolutionary. Even I struggle with it, and I'm a bally genius. Ah, I knew it. What I need is stimulation. Your Majesty? You know, like the soul-shaking speed and quiver of a drive engine. You'll let me know if you ever want to go out for a spin, won't you? Our dear old girl's sparkling clean and always ready for takeoff. I'm so glad the runner is back in good condition. Oh, look at that. Whoop. High carriages. I love the message of I'm still not used to the face in the sky not being there. Yeah. That's a vibe. Alright. Yufa. You're next on the list.
I do believe. Greetings.
Working hard as ever, cat girl. Were you going about town and listening to what the people have to say? Myself, I've just come from the Crown Court, where I've been consulting with the people about their grievances and disputes as Chief Magistrate. Our court has the time for that?
Yes, of course.
In the past, we were busy with cases of violence and theft, but those have decreased remarkably.
In truth.
As you're undoubtedly aware, in the past, many citizens were sentenced to hang without so much as a trial.
Alas.
I'm pleased to report things are different now. Anyone, regardless of race or status, can tell their side of the story in court and be judged equally and fairly. It just goes to show anything is possible, even for a priestess to become a chief magistrate. My brother is making great strides as village chief. He rather hated the role before, but he's truly found his calling, I think.
The reason is...
As I said, no one knows what the future holds. That's all the more reason I try to guide people to good choices. I want to live in a society... I live in a society that practices kindness, where those who suffer need not turn to crime, and so I practice what I preach. The other day I went to visit Ovi's church to inquire with those who are sick about how the kingdom can be more accessible to them. How is Ovi?
Very well.
Yes, we practiced dancing together, and then we showed her mother. All of them are ready to ease into working again. Hearing them made me reflect on all the people who still need our help. Until now, the only hope those people had was God. I want to fight for them to have options under laws and systems that they can rely on in addition to higher power. A country where all the tribes with all their values can join hands in harmony. That's what we need. You aim to achieve that too, yes, Your Majesty? I hope you'll allow me to keep walking alongside you in this. With pleasure. Alright, who's next? Barden and Brigitte.
Lovely,
that.
That's something.
What an unexpected coincidence, Your Majesty. No guards with you today. Don't worry, I'm no tattletale. I myself just left a meeting going over how the provincial governments are doing. We convene for the new year. How are things in Martira? Oh, it's as lively as it used to be, and we owe it all to you, Your Majesty. That dodgy mess you cleaned up for us feels like ancient history now. And I am pleased to report, as head of the provincial lords, it's nothing but good news reaching my ears. Better relations between towns has employment up and overall welfare too. Each town has specialties and wisdom to offer, and when we combine our heads, there's no problem we can't solve. I just feel so blessed to be part of it. I know I made some blunders when I first stepped into the governor's role, but I'm happy to share my failings so others don't repeat my mistakes. That brings me back. I know. I was trying to do so much on my own back then, and I got a bit overzealous. Of course, some lords are like I was once and would rather manage things at their sole discretion than leave things to the people. And yes, taking every matter to public opinion can be laborious, what with all the proceedings and disputes. Still, changing our own lives with our own hands makes the process worth the trouble. And choosing the queen of our own will was all the inspiration we needed for change. Alright, time for MILF. The Queen herself, out browsing the shops. Perhaps I need to draft up a royal certificate of appointment. Tell the world we supply goods to the royal family. Any recommendations? One igniter in particular, in fact, though I'm afraid we're all sold out for it at the moment. The igniter I made at the children's request, the one that lights up with rainbow colours, is selling startlingly well. The store was packed with families and children. I now hold a position where I control the distribution of all manner of goods throughout the kingdom as the head of the Igniter Consortium. I can't help but think that if I had been in this position sooner than the church's violence, the tragedy of that village could have been prevented. It wasn't your fault. I know that. I only rose to this position once you became queen and shed light on what lurked in the shadows of this country. Though you can't take full credit, as it were, I was nominated for my new position by my colleagues. Our new queen has changed this country for the better. However, as a former arms dealer, it would be naive to think all weapons can ever disappear from this world. It's all the more reason I hope that the reasons for people to wield them continue to decline. To that end, I'll continue doing all that I possibly can, with all that I am, just as you do.
Speaking of...
Ah, yes, do you remember my dog? I found the ones who took her. Naturally, I considered ending their lives. But there she was, sitting beside them. Evidently, they could not bring themselves to harm such a sweet creature, so they decided to keep her instead. I had no choice but to spare their lives. I couldn't subject a gentle dog to the atrocities I'd commit in her name. You should come play with her sometime. I'm sure she remembers you. Aw, I fucking love that. This game's so good. Like, yeah. I have just the biggest smile on my face right now, I hope y'all know. Grand Cathedral. Thinking back to last year, I feel like it's a miracle it's still standing like this. Okay, I'm going in. think we've heard all we can from people. Should we head to where Maria is? Let's go see her. Being here sure brings back memories. Remember how we came here looking for Maria before the tournament for the throne? She was crying back then, though. She's happy now. You can say that again. This country's turned around since then, no doubt about it. I'm sure there will always be differences of opinion, but your ideals are really coming to fruition now. I can feel it. That reminds me. What's up with the book you're carrying around now? Is that one you've been working on yourself? I'm excited to see what kind of fantasy you can conjure up. But maybe that's not even the word for it. After all, if you're the one putting it in ink, that means you're going to make it a reality someday. Now then, Your Majesty, shall we get going? Oh, baby. Skating off.
Oh, hello there.
Hi, Verton.
Right.
I mean, Maria.
I suppose now I should call you Your Majesty. You know, I was just telling Papa.
Aww.
Even through all that mess, everyone's really been working hard.
Am I keeping my promise properly from back then?
Yes, you beat the villain, and now the city's full of smiles. And I'm sure Papa's smiling down on you too.
No.
That's good. Hearing that from you really lifts my heart.
It's a joy to see kids like her smile. The future changes slowly, and the burden of its momentum will fall on their shoulders one day.
Don't worry. I'll try to do my part with what I've got. I want to help everyone understand that the world could be a better place if we can join hands with one another. Miss Fabian's fed so many hungry people since things changed. Some of those people even said they found their place there. I think I did too. If we can all change together for the better like that, we'll be closer to Your Majesty's and Papa's dream.
Yeah. A place where I ought to be. A side of myself I ought to show. The path is never clear.
And I want to help with something too. I want everyone across the land to be able to smile.
You make a trusty advisor.
I expect great things, my trusty advisor.
That's so fucking cute. I don't I don't care what anyone says. That's fucking adorable.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Majesty. Oh. Thank you, Your Majesty.
We should be the ones thanking her. Feels like I can see the entire country's future in her smile.
Hi, Stroll. Hi, everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah.
Long time no see. How have you been?
As we find ourselves afield, I thought I might visit Alsace myself.
Hold on a tick. Those people there. Surely not.
Naturally, we're drawing attention. We didn't all have to go at once.
Needn't fuss, old thing. It's been too long since we were all together again anyway.
True. I love this fucking game.
Lady Tuna, did she really come all this way in a runner? Would have asked His Majesty to pop over and bring you back with a teleport or two.
The unmitigated nerve.
Spare him, Hulkenberg. He's my boyfriend. I love him. Don't be mean to Basilio.
Oh, it's fine. I wanted to take in our country as it is. It's definitely a little rougher outside the capital's walls. There's still traces of melancholia around, and the odd human roaming about.
We're sending soldiers out for every incident we can. But it's not easy to hear the voice of the people from more distant regions.
Excuse me.
I guess it's obvious. But just because you're king now doesn't make you suddenly all-seeing.
A lesson I learned last year. In the end, I was blind to a great deal of this world. Never would have learned if I hadn't pushed out the door and seen it with my own eyes.
He's right. The capital can be a bit of a bubble. There will always be more to do and learn beyond its walls.
year ago, I would have just said we could fly over ourselves. I mean, let's be real. The capital isn't going to fall apart if we just sneak over for a little tour, is it?
Of course not. We specifically put precautions in place to keep things running.
Yet it has only been 1 year. We cannot be too complacent too soon, lest the dissidents seize on the opportunity.
Oh, there he is! Over there! See? I told you, that's His Majesty, innit?
In it.
Might have been a bit too obvious.
Oi there, Your Majesty!
You dare hoy the king? You swine! You dare hoy the king? You swine!
That delivery is so good. I love you, Hulkenberg.
You dare hoy the king?
Hoy!
Steady on, Hulkenberg, calm. You needn't draw steel on the poor fellow. We're the ones who indulged in this little day trip.
Your Majesty, thanks for all you do, really. Have to say, my life's a lot easier now.
There's more work to do every day, but we're in this together. We believe in you.
Everyone's so supportive. Kind of brings back memories from last year.
Rather. It's the sort of thing to get a chap all misty-eyed over the past. What a journey it was.
We really did just leg it up and down the country slaying dragons, eh? Can't believe we actually survived it.
We did great.
They were dangerous times, but exciting ones too.
When we fought to appease the dragon god, I had no idea we would have to face another 4 dragons.
Nor I. Never thought the day would come when I'd be hailed as a dragon slayer. Huh. Life is full of surprises.
Right.
I resolved to believe in my ideals no matter what may come, even back then. Even if the world is slow to change, a king's beliefs can never waver.
It was a hard road, but we did have fun together, didn't we?
Looks like we're drawing a crowd. Time to get back to work.
Indeed. A veritable mountain of tasks awaits us, and I will see it crested.
And not long after, the new year dawned.
Journey? Are you really planning on leaving us?
I won't force you to come.
Force you to come. I'm fine going alone.
Can't let myself stagnate. I want to learn more about the world.
I already told you. I'll follow you wherever you go.
Sounds like fun, but a daily jaunt down to the slums is one thing, and a proper journey is quite another. You're a king now, lad. You've got the people's expectations on your shoulders. It's all right to just sit on your throne and mind the home front, you know?
Just want to do what I
what I
can.
can for the people. If that's not kingly, then the crown's just slowing me down.
Come on, this is no time for jokes.
Ever the fearless gadabout, eh? Well, I take your point, lad. Nagler and the humans make a fine barometer for the anxiety still swirling in the country. So you go out and give it a proper survey. Where it is and how much is there. If people can't face their anxieties, they can't keep their eyes forward. And if they can't do that, we'll have a bally hard time moving forward as a nation or a people. Do you want to get a better grasp of it all? That's your most important duty as a ruler. That's what you're thinking, eh?
Yeah.
Right.
Even the most faraway future begins with the belief that it can be realized. So I'll press onward. It's the best I can do.
If that was your plan, you could have just said so.
Sounds like a fine idea to me. A proper spot of fun. Besides, wouldn't expect any less from our king and captain. Well, since I'm the ballet court engineer, I've no choice but to come along. I'm the only driver fit to maneuver the Royal Skyrunner after all.
True.
And why, you're the Dragon Slayer King. Bane of monsters all across the country. When I imagine what sort of wondrous encounters you've got next, well, I'm all agog. Yes.
God, I love
begins
Nearest.
our quest anew. Let us sally forth upon our... hello? Are you not listening to me?
Sire, you've really got to stop chasing these ideas all on your own. You'll be the death of us.
Once again, sire, I've asked you countless times to give word if you're to leave the castle. Such caprice.
Nurse, don't tell me you called for them beforehand.
Saved us a bit of time, eh? Though, hello, what's this? I count only 2 of the 6 partisans. Short a few spears.
For my part, I believe 'tis unrealistic for all of us to depart the capital together.
Oh, so you have no plans to stop our little adventure, eh?
Hulkenberg and I talked it over. We decided that if you insist on going, we'd rather go with you than stop you.
Are you sure?
Are you sure about this?
I was thinking back to our last fight with Luis. So many people supported us, but not for any high-minded ideals or arguments.
They were supporting us because we were actively fighting a monster on their behalf. In the end, people make choices based on their personal experience and emotion. Even if decided justly and supported by prosperity, people may struggle to trust a king whose face they do not know. An invisible ruler is no cure for their fears.
Right. I'm not opposed to the idea of getting out into the world again. Really, it might be the wisest move to make sure you're a king everyone knows.
True. My friends and allies believe as I do. Their support is the greatest treasure I could have. Apart from my 5 million reeve.
Still, this early into the new year, 'tis never a dull moment in your Majesty's employ.
Bit of a smaller party than we last set out with, huh? But it's a pleasure to be on the road again with you.
Okay, but can we really afford to have both our general and the Royal Guard's captain coming along for this?
I'm predicting that the next text box will be someone else walking in.
'Tis natural course for the Royal Guard to accompany the king. And I trust my corps is not so feeble that it will fall apart in my absence.
We'll make it work.
I don't like that they're back to their regular outfits, but like, it's good.
By example.
Then let's go.
Right then, let's go.
You once heard my voice and answered a query in kind. Is fantasy a powerless creation? That timeless question. So long as life remains in the world, we seekers all shall search for our answer. But he will find his. Of that I am certain. And it is thanks to you, for believing in and guiding him. That was the true purpose of my royal magic, you know. To seek and obtain guidance from denizens of a land beyond ours. A land that has not yet lost hope.
Interesting.
And it was you who answered the call. Armed with your hope, armed with the power of fantasy, you rose in glory. Such courage, such whimsy, and yes, what thrills.
What a thrill.
You have my sincerest thanks.
Alright, what now?
Feels familiar. It's been far too long.
Aye, the wind feels an echo of days past.
Unusually poetic for you.
Hi, Spay!
They're awful, aren't they? They would have left us behind.
Well,
Oh, I'm so glad
certainly in a
everyone's still
position to
here.
talk, having followed straight after, saying we could just teleport back.
Well, hey. We figured the kids might want to change
God,
the
his
scenery,
teeth are so cute when he's talking. Maria! Oh my god. Oh, this is so good.
Amazing!
Poetic indeed. That the scepter's absence restored order to Magla, and even greenery to the sands.
I'll say, I definitely like this view better.
Let's go.
This game's so fucking good. I'm glad I got to experience this as a stream game. Ugh. Now, this is spoilers for anyone who's going to show up for, like, the thing I'm doing tomorrow, like the end-of-year roundup, whatever the fuck. But this is my game of the year. This is... It's so fucking good. I don't think there's, like, a single bad moment in this entire game. Like, there are some fights that are a little frustrating here and there, but I wouldn't say there's a bad moment at any point, you know? That did take longer than I expected, so I'm probably gonna end stream after this, after these credits. And any sort of post-credits thing that may or may not occur, I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing here. But god, what a fucking game. Love this shit. Love you all for being here. It really means a lot. I don't really know what else I have to say. But, thank you. Really and truly, thank you all. If you're watching here live, or if you're watching the VOD, either as close to the time it comes out, or years in the future, fucking thank you for watching. I'm gonna get to go a bit more in depth in this when I'm streaming tomorrow, because I really did a bulk of the journey of this while I really did a bulk of the streaming journey this year. And that I got to come so far and so quickly is something very special to me. And it's something that I'm very grateful for. And I know that we've still got a lot further to go. Like, shit, if I could do this and have it pay for, like, everything, like, all my bills and shit and, like, personal expenses, I would be on that in a heartbeat. We've got a long ways to go. I'm gonna keep pushing, I'm gonna keep streaming, I'm gonna keep working at it. 'Cause your girl loves this shit. I have always said that it is my greatest joy in streaming that I get to share the things that I enjoy with people who want to hear about that passion and who want to hear about those interests. And that I get to do that is pretty fucking awesome. And I would not be here were it not for the people watching. I would not be here if not for my regular chatters. I would not be here if not for my lurkers. I would not be here if not for the people who just followed and then never tuned in again. Like, it really means a lot. I'm in a very, like, strange period of my life, and a lot is changing constantly, and I am just kind of in a constant state of flux and forward motion, and that I get to share that journey with all of you, it's something beautiful and strange and excellent, and I love it. Like, okay. Some of you may know, I've kind of always been genderqueer to some capacity, and only had, like, the revelation of she, her this year. And then, back in July, I started HRT, and then, now 5 months deep on that. I've got forms in for a legal name change, and legal change of gender, which have been approved by the court. I've got a meeting with the Social Security office in a few days, in like a week, for that matter. And I don't know. Again, I'm delighted I get to share in my journeys with everyone. Thank you all for being here. I'm gonna let these credits keep playing, and I'm gonna grab myself. I ordered a milkshake and then I forgot to drink any of it, so I'm gonna fucking grab that. Yeah, game of the year, for sure. My mom's laundry keeps peeking up in the background on the audio, and it is just annoying enough, you know? I don't think she'd turn on the fan, which would probably drown out the noise, honestly. I think. I don't know. Sorry, so suffice to say, sorry for the background noise. I know it ain't in my control, but I'm apologizing anyway, bitch. god, what a fucking game. My god. I was touching any button that doesn't start to try and see if I can make the credits scroll a little faster. Because right now I am just straight up just sitting here. I do think they're almost over though. Alright. Oh yeah.
Dear guest, from a world I shall never know. In your
That's
eyes,
me.
I know our journey was ultimately a fiction. However, I hope your memories of this fantastical adventure burn as bright in your reality. I hope the promise of our world echoes in you.
Yeah.
With all my heart, I hope that fantasy gives you strength.
Oh. Oh.
Look at that. The rubble's just made for tourists now.
I never expected a view like this.
Let's see it all. Let's see the world.
Yeah.
A new journey now beckons. In days of eld, the people prospered and perished in turn. Struck by their ways, I wrote a book of my dearest ideas. A tale of fantasy. In my vision, they placed their trust, and so the kingdom breathed.
Oh my god, look at them.
The strength to believe in the unknown. That can change everything.
Oh my god.
Without a doubt, you will face all sorts of trials ahead. But carry onward with all your heart. Onward, fearless, into a world unknown.
Oh, I love that. By saving your clear data, certain things can transfer over as is to a new game. Can transfer currently owned items with some exceptions, money, mag, royal virtues, scanned enemies, memorandum, archetype statuses, and total playtime. Yes, yes I will. That will go in save file number 1. I don't know why I sang it like that. 93 hours to the end of this game. What a fucking ride. Really and truly. Okay. I am going to toss us over to someone to raid. Or I'm gonna find us someone to raid. I'm gonna put on some tunes, I'm gonna find us someone. Very fucking good game. One of the greatest RPGs I've ever played in my life, authentically. I'm gonna put on some tunes. I'm gonna find us someone to raid. Thank you all so much for being here. I know I kind of was talking about that briefly in, like, the, in the credits, but, yeah. Let's see, what song do I want to put on? Let's put on... Let's do this one. Let's go weird. And let's see, who can I toss this over to? Let's see, we can go to... You know what? Ooh. Maple's playing Rhythm Heaven Fever. I love Rhythm Heaven. Go say hi. Anyway, much love. I'm gonna quit my yapping. Go send your love. And I'll see you all tomorrow for the New Year's stream. Expect big event stuff. Exclamation point Discord if you want to know exactly when that's happening. Exactly when I go live. I would assume everyone here is already in, but fuck if I know. I don't know who's here. Anyway, see you all tomorrow. Mwah.